Hi guys, how you doing? All right, so this is a lesson on the Pride and Joy by Stevie Ray Vaughan, and it's I'm not going to break it all the way down. This is for those of you who already know the tune and have the nuts and bolts of it. And what we're going to concentrate on today is some of the nuance, which he had a lot of. Little things make big differences is what I tell my students all the time. So here, let's get right to it. And so the first thing is the intro, right? A lot of people are playing it right, but they may not be knowing what's going on there, which is the leading tones or pickup notes. He's counting ahead of time before he starts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You notice it's 2, 3, 4, and then at the end it's 2, 3, and 4. Alright, so these leading tones are really important. They give us a lot of clues on the phrasing of each individual song that we play. If you have any questions about leading tones, feel free to ask on the bottom there. So then we get right into the rhythm part, right? Now the thing is, what he has going is right? And one of the things that I think gets overlooked a little bit is the fact that the up to the bass is really quick. It's almost like not the end of a 16th note beat, but a 32nd note beat, right? It's really quick. And it's attacking, and that's the thing. Stevie had so much power, and this is part of where the power came from in this song. And it's not a fast tempo either, so you really got to put a lot into it, even though it's a slow tempo song. So we get. The other thing is, we're trying to only really catch the top two strings, and you might have to kind of flick your hand out a little, which makes it a longer distance to hit that quick note. But and the other thing to notice is volume. Stevie was really good at volume control just by touch, and in this case the upstrokes and the bass are about the same volume, so you want to hit it about the same pressure so you got the same volume. And then the other thing that's a nuance of this is the fact that the bass notes, he really lets them ring right, so that last upstroke is coming. All about the bass notes. You want to kind of put your mind into the bass notes. They're what's being paid attention to now. They have the stage, let's say. So, and then at the end of it, we get. Now that one is a little bit different than the others. He's hitting all three strings, 1, 2, and 3 on fret 2. And then about the first 3 or 4 strings maybe 1, 2, 3, 4 at the end. But really, you want to be thinking of these top 3 strings, and it's lighter. This is a heavy, powerful song, but he puts in these little nuances. It's a lighter moment, and then right back into the hard stuff. At the end of the A segment, he does the same thing. Right? And then it goes right to the bass. And then we get to the riff. Now there's some nuance in there as well. The first part. And then, to me, what I hear is it's not all one phrase here. It's not. To me, what I'm hearing is some hesitations in there when I'm going by the album version, right? The studio cut. I'm hearing some hesitations. It sounds to me like 3 phrases in one almost. It sounds like he goes, and there's a little, that's the end of one phrase, and that's the end of another phrase, and that's the third phrase. It's almost like 3. So he gets these little hesitations, and I may be off a little bit. Listen to it and just listen close. I'm really exaggerating it there, but now here he does alternate picking when I see him do it live, but he had so much power, and I think we're all trying to catch up and keep up with his power. If you do all downstrokes, you get a little more out of it, especially if you're in a band and you're playing the tune and you're tuned to E and not E flat like he was. You're losing power right off the bat there, and he used the heaviest strings you could get, so you're losing power there. So to make up for it on those riffs, if you can do quick downstrokes, I think you get a little more out of it. And again, that's not, I think, the way he played it, but we're trying to catch up with him for most of us, right? To really get the power, right? Because that's what it was. And so that's the end of that whole segment, right? Then we start he starts singing there, and he's really only hitting the first 2 strings. Now that little bend riff there has nuance to it. He's catching it on the up, not on the down. And he holds it a moment, then bends it, pulls it back down, and pulls off. I'm slowing it way down, but he gets a... And then there's a downstroke that comes right after it on the E chord. Right? Okay, so it's pretty slick and it's pretty subtle in there. He bends it up, down, lets it go. You get a quick upstroke on your top 2 strings, and then a down and up. Okay, it's really you can do it and do it straight right on the downbeat, but it's not the nuance that he was having there. Okay, then it's going to go to the A, right? And then when he goes to the A, he's not even playing, he's deadening into, right? So on there, he's just deadening after the, and if you can hear it, he's barely pushing, almost letting the chord out, and then finally, it's like he's holding it back. Back to that. And then there, he's actually playing, he's not putting finger 1 down when he comes off the A. And then he puts it down after 1 measure. Listen real close, but if you listen to the studio album, I'm pretty sure that's what's going on there. And now we've got the bass off the B, off the 5 chord. And now here again, his volume on these, his upstrokes are super quiet. And it's all about the bass here. And again, I'm hearing root, minor third bent. Some people are playing it like that, but I'm hearing a bend in there. I think the bass might be going up to there, but I think Stevie was bending up. So you want to keep these guys real quiet. Now this next section isn't exactly the rhythm part, but we'll finish up with this. So you got the... And the thing is, I see sometimes guys are doing what I call the Jimmy Page riff there, although Hendrix did it first. And some blues guy did it before him, I'm sure. But this one, I see guys playing on the downbeat, but really he catches the G string, string 3, or strings 2 and 3 with an upstroke before he hits it. So again, there's a little quick leading tone on it. Right. Yep, okay. So we're going to finish it up there, and hopefully this has helped you with some of the finer points, and I definitely encourage you to go and listen to the original track. I'm doing the best I can to play it as well as I can, but of course take some of the ideas that I put down here, listen to what he did, especially on the studio cut there is what I'm going by, and get some of the nuance, and we'll just all keep trying to catch up with Stevie. All right, have a good one.